Alright, here it goes. Hi Martin, this is just a little overview of what I will demo tomorrow. First and foremost, this is about, demoing Unity and its capabilities. The main takeaway, I think, is that, all the software and all the 3D models I use in here are free. And I think, and I hope this encourages some people to look deeper into Unity for, art purposes. Just really just playing around with art. I think this is really a way of how you can kind of proxy interact with famous art pieces. So as a center for this demo, I chose the abduction of Proserpina by Pluto. It's one of my favorite sculptures, and I found this really neat model online for free. So yeah. So as you can see here, I've set up a very simple scene where we have a floor and we have the sculpture here. And then really what I want to do is I want to just play around with different kind of lighting. So just deactivate this real quick. So for example, I made a normal light. You can see what it looks like when it's rendered later here. So we see we have a relatively even light all over the place. We have a little bit of highlights here, so we just toggle that on and off. That would be like the normal light. Then I have a light set where the light is mainly coming from the top, and I like generating this nice little shadow here, just like mainly going on Proserpina. Then I have a light set where the light is mainly coming from the bottom and pretty much exclusively focusing on Proserpina, which creates this interesting like facial shadows. And then I have one where everything is just backlit. And then of course the nice thing is we can combine all of these. So for example, this is a lighting that I find pretty interesting because it leaves most of the sculpture unlit, but it gives us these interesting kind of like backlit edges. And then I can really just combine them any way I want. Now we have different light colors here as well. If I activate all of them, it's probably going to be a bit much, but it still generates a pretty interesting light mood. And then I also put in some music. So if we have something that is a little bit more, threatening, I've got this audio source here. This is from Don Giovanni, and I'm going to go into play mode, which allows us to actually roam the space here. And then if I right click, I can zoom in. So much for this. And then I also have some lighter music that would be really nice to show. This is Debussy with Clair de Lune, and I'm just going to go ahead and choose maybe the bright mood for this. Turn the bottom lights off. Backlight 2. Here we go. Alright, and then I can always invite students to just come to the front and play around with it themselves. It's not very interactive. You just walk around and you can zoom in on pieces, but I think this is closer to that sculpture than most people in that class have gotten yet. And I'm really excited to demo that tomorrow in your class. I'm also going to talk a little bit, I'm going to bring a few slides, I think, about Unity and about what other kind of work we do with it. But really, this is very Unity focused.